In this video, we're going to look at a niche with huge potential, and best of all, it's not one that everybody is going to jump into. I'll go over why that is and how you can take advantage of this niche. Welcome to my channel. My name is Caroline, and I haven't done a niche video in a while, and I'm so excited to have a niche to share with you that I think is a massive opportunity for some of you guys, as well as for myself. And as a bonus for this particular niche, I have a set of keywords that you have the chance to get from me for free, and you can use if you do decide to make books in this niche. And I will go over how you can get those keywords for free later on in this video, so stick around for that. So what is this niche that I'm going to be talking about today? Drum roll. Educational workbooks. I actually have to be honest, this isn't the first video that I have made about educational workbooks. I've actually done a couple of videos quite a while ago now talking about the potential of this niche and how much money people are already possibly making with this niche. I made that video way back in February 2021, and it is actually one of my most popular videos to date. It's still getting views every single week. So I know that this is a niche that a lot of people are interested in knowing about and can really see the potential in, but it is not an easy niche to make books in, or up until now anyway, it hasn't been. The great thing about this niche is that it does sort of have a bit of a barrier to entry, and so it's not a niche that everybody can or will want to make books in. This is nothing like creating a notebook or a logbook or something very simple like that. And why is that? Well, these books are harder to make. They take more time. You have to put more effort into them. They have to be made correctly since we're dealing with people's educations here. And you have to be careful that you are really making the highest quality book that you can possibly make with the correct educational content in them. And what is even better is that if you are interested in getting into this niche and making books for this niche, so making educational workbooks, I am going to share a way that you can actually make these books and sell them on Amazon KDP. So let's have a quick look at the types of books that I'm talking about, and then I will get into how you can make these books for yourself. Now today we are going to be specifically looking at math workbooks. Like usual, I'm on the Amazon.com website and I've done a quick search for math workbooks. I am doing sort of a top level search just to show the kind of books I'm talking about and what sort of books are in this category and the type of bestseller ranks and the type of sales that they're making. Going into this niche, you will be drilling down a bit further. So you'll probably be drilling down by age or by grade or by specific type of math problem, which will bring those search results down even further. So you will need to just get into the research a little bit further and find some sub niches that you will want to go into. Now, if we take note of the bestseller rank of some of these books, that will help us determine whether these books actually sell and whether they're popular. If you are new to this type of publishing, or if you're new to Amazon, a bestseller rank basically determines the popularity of a product in the Amazon store. The lower the number, the better. So the lower the number to 1, the more books you are selling. So we can see up here, these all have fantastic bestseller ranks. This one over here, 426, would be selling a massive amount of books every single month. So that's a ages 6 to 8 addition and subtraction book. Scrolling down, we've still got fantastic bestseller ranks, all very, very low. All of these books are going to be selling massive amounts every month. We have this one here with an 860 bestseller rank. So we can see that pretty much every book on the first page of search results are selling a lot of copies. Now, if we go into some of them and have a look at specifically what is in these books, the first one that I pulled up was this math workbook specifically targeting grade 2. So this has 100 pages of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and fractions. So it's all different types of math problems. If we take a look at the inside of this book, we'll see what kind of designs it's got, what kind of problems it has, and they're fairly simple math problems because obviously they're targeting younger people. So this one, we've got some addition sums. This one's to complete the sentence. that's all we can see from the inside feature. Let me see if there's any photos in the reviews section. So this is the inside of the book. We've got hundreds, tens, and ones, working out perimeters, repeating numbers. The next book that I pulled up to look at is this Humble Math, 100 Days of Timed Tests. And this one is just multiplication problems for grades 3 to 5. And it is a bestseller. It has over 10,000 ratings, pretty much a 5-star book. And if we take a look inside this one, we'll see that it basically just has pages and pages of multiplying numbers. And the idea is that the person completing them times themselves and see how quickly they can do the sums and how many they get right in that amount of time. So pretty simple layout to this book. The next one that I pulled up is this Math Skill Builders grades 2 to 3. And this one's quite old. It was uploaded in September 2000, but obviously maths doesn't change. So let's take a look at this one and we'll see what kind of problems these have. This one is a little bit more interesting, it's a little bit more creative. So when you're dealing with younger kids, having a lot of creative elements, pictures, colors, and things like that are very helpful. That is something when you're in kindy, grade 1, 2, 3 for example, schoolwork is very creative with the way that they teach it. And then as you get older, things get a little bit more serious and boring and we don't have all this fun stuff. But if you're interested in doing educational workbooks for younger kids, you can get really creative and you can have a lot of fun with how you lay out these maths problems and just make it a bit more fun and a bit more interesting for those younger kids to try to hold their attention a little bit longer, make them want to learn, make them want to do these kind of problems and have a bit more fun with them. So that is something else that you can do as well. And this book, although it was published a long time ago, has a great bestseller rank and a massive amount of great reviews on this book. So we're basically just establishing, by going through the books that are already on Amazon, we're just establishing, are they selling? Are they in demand? Are people liking them? So hopefully you can see what I mean when I say this is a niche that has the potential to make a lot of money, but they are not the kind of books that many people can actually make. These kind of books take time and they take effort to make them. You have to be very careful with the content, make sure the content is correct, and they are not easily copied. So you don't have to worry about anyone going and trying to copy your books in this niche. They will not easily be able to do that. Now, I do want to show you some math pages that I created myself. And the great thing is it wasn't even that hard and it definitely didn't take as much time as you think it would. After looking at those books that we just looked at on Amazon, I was able to create some similar math problem worksheets, workbooks, and pages. So this is the first math workbook that I created, and I went with the timed math style. And so with this one, I've just done addition with zeros and ones. And so basically this is just a page of 60 math problems. So that was something I was able to specifically do for this particular workbook. And then I've just got this section at the top here where they can note down the time it took them to complete these 60 problems and their score out of 60 of how many they got right. The next one that I created was this sort of more fun one. So going back to that workbook that was for the younger kids and it was a bit more creative, using more images and things like that to hold their attention. So this was a subtraction math page that I created, and as you can see, I've put all the problems in apples, and then just for something fun at the end, color which apples, or the apples that have the problems in that you got right, you can color those in. So there's a bit of fun and a bit of coloring in there as well. The next one that I created was a little bit more of a fun one. I did this one all in color, and this is for learning the time. As you can see, it's just a bunch of clock faces with the hands in different positions, and the child just has to note down what they think the time is. And I've just made it a bit more fun with having a wolf character there. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? And a bit more fun graphics. The reason I did this one in color is just to show you what you can do with color if you are interested in creating workbooks to sell on Amazon in color, or if you want to create digital downloads and create printable math worksheets. So I just wanted to show you something you can do if you're interested in doing things in color. And then the last one I have here is multiple pages of math problems, just to give you an idea of what an actual book may look like. And they're the more simple ones where they maybe are for older children who don't need images and colors and things like that. So this first page is basically just a page of addition. The next page is addition again, but this time one, they have to figure out what the first number is using the answer. Then we go down to some multiplication. So same thing, just different types of sums, where this one they have to figure out what the second number is from the answer. And then the last page or the last pages of your book would be all the answers. So the solutions are included if you want them to be, which is a very good idea. So how did I make these, and how can you do it too? Well, I didn't just sit here for days thinking up and typing up all these different math problems. I used a program that did it all for me. I always talk about investing in yourself and in your business, and this software is an opportunity for you to take advantage of if you are interested in creating these kinds of educational workbooks. And remember, I said earlier that I do have some free keywords for you specifically for this niche. So after I show you the software that I used, I'll let you know how you can get my free keywords. So this is the software here, and it has been created by the same company, the same brand that created all the puzzle software that I use and recommend. They have years of experience in publishing books on Amazon KDP, and they make really amazing software to help you make these kinds of books. And this software is specifically made for people who want to publish books on Amazon KDP or to create digital download printable products. So I'll just give you a quick overview of this software and what it looks like. This is basically where you land when you log into your account, and we just want to access the math worksheets generator. For me personally, I have access to all the features and upgrades that are available. I'm just going to create a quick sample collection here, click into here, and this is where you will get access to all the different math problems and elements that come with your version of the software. So if we have a look here, this is all the different math problems that are available within the software. So we've got addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc., etc. You can see all the different problems that you can include in any of your workbooks that you want to create. When you go into each one, there are more styles of each problem. So you can see all the different types of addition math problems that you can use. Same with multiplication. There's 45 different multiplication layouts or styles that you can use. We have the clock one, which I think is fantastic and will be really popular. You've got a few different versions of the clock to tell the time. There's a lot of fractions, 290 different styles of fraction sums that you can include. We have 245 different types of decimal math problems, and we've got different types of percentages math problems. So there's a lot of different sums and problems that you can use to create these types of workbooks. I'm going to give you a very quick tutorial on using this, but I am going to be releasing a video tomorrow, which is going to be an in-depth tutorial. So if you feel like I skip over some stuff in this one, or you don't see as much as what you would like, keep an eye out for that video, which will be more in-depth. Basically, all you do is you click on the sum that you want to add. That will add that problem to the page, and then this window pops up where you can customize it to however you want it. So how many sums you want on each page, the height and the width, things like that. Whether you have borders, whether you use colors, etc., etc. There's a lot of features to this. Then the next menu item we have is images. So they also provide stock images in this program that you can use in any of your books. So there's 50 animals, 96 borders, all different categories of black and white images that you can use. And so for that apple page the apples with the sums in it, that page that I created, that's where I got that image from. I just used one of these fruit ones, added it to the page and popped the sums into each apple. There is also an upload feature. If you would like to use your own images, you can just drag them into here, upload them, and then use them on the pages rather than using the images provided if you have something that you like better or more specific that you want to use. Then we come down here to this settings menu, and this is where you can set sort of like the global settings for the document overall. So you can choose what size of book you want to create, and these sizes are all in line with what sizes are available to print on Amazon. And here you can set some customization around the page numbering if you do want to have page numbers in your book. Once you've created your book, there are some other global kind of settings up here and here. So this is where you can add the solutions to the end of the book. This is where you can add additional pages, or if you want to copy or or clone a page. You can also download the pages individually, or when you're ready to download the book as a whole, you just click this download button and you can download it at whatever type of file that you need to download it in. So there is a lot of features in this software. Like I just said, I have a video coming out tomorrow, which is going to be a more in-depth tutorial on how I created those 4 pages that I showed earlier in the video. So if you would like to see the software in action a little bit more in-depth, then keep an eye out for that video and make sure that you watch that one. Now, this software is launching right now, pretty much. And over this weekend and for the next few days, it is going to be available at a discounted price. So if you are watching this video after the launch period of this weekend, the software is still going to be available. The pricing is just going to be a little bit different. One thing to note about this brand is that they will always offer a discount during the launch of their software. And then once the launch is finished, the price will go up to its normal price. And after that, they never offer any kind of discounts or sales again. I'm not saying that to scare anyone into buying something or to rush you into buying something, but that is the fact of this company, and they do not ever discount it after the launch. So the reason I'm telling you this is because if you are interested in investing in this software and taking the opportunity to get into this niche, then now is the time to do it if you can. To give you an idea of what the pricing will be after launch, so if you are not able to purchase it during the launch to get the discounted price, I'll give you an idea of the difference between them. If you do purchase the software now during the launch period, you can get access to the base level or the entry level version of the software, and that will be $47. After the launch has finished, the software will revert to its normal price. The entry-level price of the software will be $97. So it's a massive saving during this launch period. Now, the launch ends on 25 July 2022. So the launch prices are only available for a few days if you do want to get it at the cheapest price. Back to the free keywords that I mentioned earlier in this video. I have created them as a bonus for anybody who does want to get their hands on this software. And so if you do go and purchase it, I will pop a link down in the description box below, which will take you to a form on my website. You just need to pop in your email address and your sales ID from your purchase invoice, and I will email those keywords over to you. If you're excited about this new software, I think it is a game changer with low content book publishing and educational workbooks. Please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Also, I will be releasing another video tomorrow with a tutorial on how I used this software. So I'll go a little bit more in depth on how I created those math worksheets that I showed earlier in this video. So you can see it all in action and how I did it exactly and how long it took. So keep an eye out for that if you want to see more of the software. And I'll see you in the next video.